My parents gave my sister the keys to my house not knowing I sold it 2 weeks ago. My parents always treated Ashley like she could do no wrong. Perfect grades, perfect husband, perfect kids. Meanwhile, I was the screw-up who dropped out of college and worked construction. For 5 years, I saved every penny, lived in a studio apartment that smelled like mold, ate ramen for dinner most nights, all so I could buy my first house. When I finally closed on it last year, my parents barely congratulated me. My dad just said, well, at least you're finally doing something responsible. Ashley threw a fit because I didn't invite her to the housewarming party. Truth is, I didn't have a party. I just wanted one thing in my life that was mine, but my parents made copies of my keys anyway, said it was for emergencies. I told them no, but my mom guilt-tripped me about what if I got locked out or had an accident. 2 months ago, I got a job offer in Colorado. Dream position. 3 times my current salary. I could finally stop living paycheck to paycheck. The problem was the house. I couldn't afford to keep paying the mortgage while renting in Colorado, so I listed it for sale. It sold in 6 days. Way over asking price. The new owners were this young couple expecting their first baby. They were so excited, talking about painting the nursery and planting a garden. We closed 2 weeks ago. I handed over the keys, signed the papers, took my check, and moved to Colorado 3 days later. I didn't tell my parents. We barely talked anyway, and I figured I'd mention it on our next call. No big deal. Yesterday, my phone exploded with messages. 12 missed calls from my mom, 8 from my dad, 20 texts from Ashley, each one angrier than the last. The text started normal. Hey, are you home? Then got progressively more frantic. Why is there a crib in your living room? Who are these people? They're calling the cops on me. I called my mom back. She was hysterical. How could you do this to your sister? Do what? Ashley needed a place to stay. Her husband kicked her out. I gave her your spare keys so she could stay at your house for a few weeks. My stomach dropped. Mom, I sold the house 2 weeks ago. Complete silence. You what? I sold it. I moved to Colorado for a new job. The new owners live there now. More silence. Then my dad grabbed the phone. You sold our emergency backup house? What if Ashley needed it? It wasn't your emergency backup house. It was my house that I bought with my money. He started yelling about family responsibility, how Ashley was going through a rough divorce and needed support, how I was being selfish as usual. Did you even ask me if she could stay there? I asked. We shouldn't have to ask. You're her brother. I hung up. Then I got a call from an unknown number. It was the new homeowner, Nicole. She was crying. Some woman just broke into our house using a key. She started screaming that we were squatters. My husband's calling the police. She scared our dog so bad he bit her. Is she related to you? I explained everything. Apologized a million times. Gave her my parents' contact information for the police report. 20 minutes later, Ashley called me from the police station. I can't believe you let me get arrested. You broke into someone's house, Ashley. What did you think would happen? Mom said it was your house. It was my house. 2 weeks ago. I sold it. I don't live there anymore. She started crying. Not sad crying. Angry crying. You never told anyone? What kind of person doesn't tell their family they're moving? The kind of person whose family only calls when they need something. She hung up. My mom called right after, demanding I pay Ashley's bail and the medical bills from the dog bite. I blocked all their numbers. This morning, Nicole texted me. Her husband wanted to press charges, but she talked him out of it. Said she felt bad because Ashley was clearly going through something. I sent her a gift card for the stress and apologized again. Then I got one final email from my dad. Subject line, you're not welcome at Thanksgiving. I wrote back, I wasn't planning on coming anyway. Best money I ever spent was on that house. Not because of the profit, but because selling it finally showed me I didn't owe my family access to everything I worked for.